Hello, mate. I just had to do this for Trevor ChaloBOW. He's that Chelsea hero, that Chelsea legend. 18 years of service. No, that's no joke. It all started with him and his brother in the Chelsea academy. I'm talking about Nathaniel and Trevor ChaloBOW. Nathaniel, his elder brother, broke into the first team first, and he was sold. Then came Trevor Chalobah's time. There was a transfer ban. There was Eden Hazard who has just moved to Madrid, and we couldn't sign any players. So we had to turn academy guys, and then came the Trevor Chalobah, then came the Mason Mount, then came the Tammy Abraham. And just like Tammy Abraham and Mason Mount, they're homegrown player, and there's this tag always hanging on their neck, which is pure profit. Then came the FFP as well. So everything was just like since then the club was just looking for an opportunity to offload him and not presented himself. The deals were not coming, and everything with this guy did. He was there during the two FIFA Club World Cup triumphs. He was there during the um Conference League triumph, but he has never been respected. He's never been adjudged as a quality player because he's an homegrown kid, and that doesn't mean the players, the defenders we bought after him, we have done better than him. No, the Badashiles of this world, the disasters of this world, both players were over 80 million pounds, and I don't think they even did what Chalobah has done for Chelsea. You can also talk about Koulibaly. I can go on and on and on. The list is endless, but this guy has shown so many defenders that we bought for FT amount. Then came Maresca. He was transfer listed. He needed to go. He was among the bomb squad. Uh, they didn't even take him for preseason. He was left back home guy. You're no longer needed. Find a club. He couldn't get a club, and the best they could do that time, the best they could do was to loan him to Crystal Palace, and everything. This guy was a professional. He didn't say anything in the media. He was just calm reading his Bible. He's a Jehovah's Son as well. He went to Crystal Palace, and after like 4 or 5 months, by the winter transfer window, we are calling him because we had crisis in our defense, because we had, and he's been in superb form for Crystal Palace, so it made sense why we had to call him back. And he did the season very well, and that was the season he won the club. Chelsea won the Club World Cup and the Conference League Cup. The summer that succeeded that was the only time in the transfer window that Trevor Chalobah wasn't up for sales, and he had a beautiful season. To me, last season was his best. It was one of the best in the EPL. FPL statistics, he was among the top four for a very, 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 very long time. And I can say he was the Chelsea best defender last season. You can argue with that, but he was the most consistent. He was the most reliable. And now again, he had to be sold. And the price tag, the homegrown tag on him, they had to sell him. And he's going to Como for 28 million pounds. I wish you all the best, Trevor Chalobah. You've done well. You can take a bow. You've done well. You've done well. 18 years. 18 years, solid years, man. You've done well, Trevor Chalobah. Take a bow.